Babaji becomes Bhoganatha's disciple. At the age of 11, along with a group of scholar ascetics from Banaras, young Babaji Nagraj made an arduous journey on foot and partly by boat to the sacred shrine of Katirgamam. The famous sacred temple at Katirgamam in southernmost tip of the Sri Lanka is a Shanmuga shrine, which is most revered place of worship for Hindus and Buddhists, and of late to Muslims. Centuries ago Gautama Buddha took a long pilgrimage to the above shrine. This temple established by Siddha Bhoganathar contains no carved image of God. The Siddha Bhoganathar had only installed a mystic yantra, geometrical symbol carved into gold plate, representing within its form and mantra syllables, a crystallization of great deity Shanmuga. Siddha Bhoganathar imparted the mystic power of this yantra for the benefit of all those who seek the blessings of Lord Shanmuga. Down through the centuries, Katirgamam has been the scene of miracles to millions. The Katirgamam shrine is deep inside the forest, beside the river Manika Ganga. From a very long time saints, sages and siddhas of yore practiced severe austerities, and one can imagine how the place would be filled with their vibrations. Babaji Nagraj met the great Siddha Bhoganathar and became his disciple. Bhoganathar was the grandson of famous immortal Siddha Tirumula. After initiation from Bhoganathar, Nagraj performed intensive yoga sadhanas, particularly various dhyan kriyas, under Bhoga's guidance. The penance was done for long period without a break and gradually intensified. On looking at the devotion and dedication at which Babaji Nagraj performed the penance, Bhoga also further initiated his sincere disciple into more advanced kriyasam. His consciousness expanded and Babaji Nagraj realized the divinity within him. His consciousness merged in the cosmic spirit. The Samadhi experiences gradually deepened over the months and climaxed with a vision of Lord Kumaraswamy or Shanmuga. Babaji realized that he was incarnating the consciousness of Lord Shanmuga. Under Bhoganatha's guidance, Babaji delved into the mysteries of the 10 systems of Sanatana philosophy to understand and appreciate the full significance of Siddhanta of the Siddhas. Babaji and Sage Agastya. Babaji was inspired by Bhoga's advice to seek out the powerful sage and Siddha Agastya for his further initiation into Kriya Kundalini Pranayama. Sage Agastya was at Kotrallam in the Pothigai hills of Tamil Nadu. Babaji moved to Kotrallam on foot and on arriving there resolved to remain at that place until Agastya initiated him into the secrets of yoga. Babaji adopted a suitable asana, and began to pray for the appearance of the great sage. He was fed at times by the pilgrims. He never left the place, in spite of the forces of nature like rain, shine, dust, insect bites etc. He prayed with great fervor and patience by surrendering his life to God. On the 48th day, when he was whiskers away from complete collapse, he fervently repeated the sage Agastya's name. No sooner the message reached the sage telepathically, than he was by his disciple's side immediately. Babaji Nagaraj's love and fervor melted the heart of the Siddha. Agastya embraced Nagraj, fed him and later imitated him into Kriya Kundali Pranayama or Vasi Yoga. Siddha Agastya was in total control of the entire southern India. He was the savior and guardian. On the instruction of Lord Shiva, Siddha Agastya stays in southern India, near Kanyakumari. The Himalayas was so tall that the shadow engulfs the entire south, making it dark. So sage Agastya turns his journey towards north. On seeing Siddha, the Himalaya bends to half and bows its head to pay tributes to the sage. Sage Agastya blesses Himalaya to remain as such, and hence the height of Himalayas reduces to the present height. Babaji at Himalayas. Sage Agastya, after giving due emphasis to the strict conditions under which it was to be practiced and its potential for awakening the higher levels of consciousness, enlightenment, and the ultimate transformation of the Pancha Koshas, directed Babaji to go to Badrinath in the upper ranges of the Himalayas. Badrinath is in the Himalayan mountains at a height of 10,243, above MSL, a few miles south of the border of present Tibet. It lies at the confluence of the Rishi, Ganga and Alaknanda rivers. Heavy snowing at about mid-October causes people to move out of Badrinath. Only the most courageous of yogis can live in Badrinath then. The place is sanctified by the presence of the hermitages of many sages, rishis, yogis and siddhas, as well as a temple dedicated to Sri Badrinarayan or Lord Vishnu. Adi Shankarari enshrined the image of Lord Vishnu, which lay asleep in the Narad Kund lake. Pilgrimages are undertaken to Badrinath to overcome evil karmas and also to attain moksha, liberation from the cycle of births and